Okay, good evening, everybody. This is Rob Gearing here, the owner of the TL2I Cash Mailer and the leader of Team Massive Success. And this is our Massive Success Wednesday night webinar, which is becoming massively successful because it's growing. People are sharing, people are telling their friends and neighbors and family and downlines that there is a story to tell when it comes to the complete marketing system known as Traffic Leads to Income. So it's a pleasure to have a live group here. And again, this is Rob Gearing coming to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've got a nice size live audience here, and they're going to have a Q&A period once we're finished with the session. And for those that are listening to the recording, I do appreciate that greatly. That is awesome. So, and as we always say, if you're not a member of the TL2I Cash Mailer and you've stumbled upon this video, get back to the person who invited you, and they will definitely share their link with you so that you can get involved and basically apply what we're going to be talking about today. And our topic today is about earning cash mail or earning cash from cash mail at the TL2I Cash Mailer. So we're at our login, we're at our members homepage screen. I just logged in, so you should be seeing that that screen right there. And it's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to get into some live examples, but excuse me. Let me tell you a little bit about the TL2I Cash Mailer. It actually was founded 15 years ago as Traffic Leads to Income, and then 5 years after that, we added the viral mailer portion. So we changed the name from Traffic Leads to Income to the we changed the name from Traffic Leads to Income to Traffic Leads to Income VM, and then just last year in May, and we may have launched in June of 22, we rebranded to the TL2I Cash Mailer and went from a viral mailer where you earn credits to a viral mailer where you earn cash, and you can still earn credits too in some various ways. But that was kind of a way for us to differentiate ourselves and be the purple elephant, as they say in the industry. I hear people say that. I like that term, the purple elephant. Be a purple elephant. That means be different, stand out. We're running a script that a lot of other viral mailer owners are running, but we've customized it, and it doesn't look or act like theirs for the most part, with only a few similarities. So we became a purple elephant in the viral mailer industry, and I don't think there's too many that actually are pay-to-clicks either. So in your marketing campaigns, be different. Maybe create some of your own content. Be a little different than what you see other people do, and that's what stands out. That's how leaders win. So what is a viral mailer, if you may ask? Well, basically, it's a safe list. So what is a safe list? A safe list is just a way for people to advertise to subscribers that are part of the same program. What a viral mailer does is it allows you to build a downline, and based on the downline's clicking of ads, you can earn credits, actually. So there is still a way to earn credits by simply building a team. You will have credits magically appear in your account. Your own clicks equal cash, and you can turn that cash into you can upgrade. You can be part of our paid traffic co-op, get paid advertising to your URL, to your lead capture page, or you can just collect your commissions once you hit the commission threshold. So you do have some options there, or you can buy credits with your cash as well. So there's a lot of different ins and outs with all of this, and credits, as we learned last week, credits can be converted into banner impressions. So banner ads are still good to do. Let me just admit somebody to the room. So banners are still viable, and so are text ads, and we run all of those in our surf bars. So I would say use every form of advertising in every single venue that you're a part of, and that's how you pound it out. That's how you create momentum. And when you start seeing results, pound it even harder. Pound it even harder. Go harder, 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 harder. It's a great word I learned from a guy that I kind of keep tabs on a little bit, Mr. Val Smith. Talks about momentum, and he had in his Rockstar group that he does, his Rockstar Sunday Night Calls, which I was kind of blessed and honored to be a part of and a guest a few weeks back. But one of his prior guests talked about the power of momentum. And, I think about that all the time now. And it just makes me want to just keep doing more stuff because it just builds, it builds, it builds. So once you start seeing success, don't back off, go harder. Don't even go the same speed, go harder. And that's the momentum, and never stop. 365 days, X times X amount of years. And that's how you can retire with your own business. It's better than a 401k. It's like an ATM machine that spits out cash, but you can't take a week off. And even if you're on vacation, you still can do stuff. There is that downtime in the hotel in the morning. We all know about that. There's downtime at night in the hotel. I never would tell anybody to take away from their families or their rest and relaxation. But my goodness gracious, if you want to change your life, if you want to go a different way, if you want to be in the 5%, you gotta act different. You got to talk different. You got to sound different. You got to look different, and you got to be hungry for it. And that doesn't mean, taking days off, taking time off. People all the time, I see them come back in the groups. Oh, I've been away a long time. Why do you do that? Do you just give up? Because maybe you were ready for a breakthrough, right? And I had my breakthrough back in 2016 when I discovered some missing pieces of my formula, and I've never looked back since. And I hope that I can share those pieces with you that help me, which should be able to help you to have your breakthrough. If it's not this year, then it's next year. But I ask for your time, your attention, your patience, because we have a plan, and we have the mentoring and assistance and the whole package that nobody does. And we're not AI. This is not Robbie the robot talking here. This is a guy that's been doing this for 20 years. I don't need an AI to do it for me. I can do it myself, because a human brain is always going to beat artificial intelligence. There's a reason it's called artificial. Okay. Now, maybe there's some place for it in the industry, and I don't want to be the cranky old man that says, get off my lawn, but it can't be that answer to the prayers of, oh, finally, somebody can do it for me. Nobody, artificial or real, will ever be able to replace you or do it for you. You've got to do it yourself. And I will help you with that every step of the way. Today's step is very small, but great things start with pennies and they work up to thousands. And that's maybe a good theme for our meeting tonight as we talk about the get paid to click industry and our cash mailer here at Traffic Leads to Income. Okay, so let me talk to you about cash mail. So I told you about a viral mailer. I told you about a safe list. It's really all about advertising, and we call this free advertising, never to be mistaken with paid advertising, which is where I probably get the bulk of my results. Not probably, I'm being humble, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But today, after you have joined the cash mailer and you're settled in, and we are tl2icashmailer.com, once you're settled in, it says there, stop, don't advertise until you've gone through my training. So we will do a comprehensive walkthrough of the 7 steps of success, because even though I love the cash mailer and I love paying people and seeing people convert commissions into upgrades and whatnot, I love all of that. I don't want it to overshadow the marketing system, because I founded the marketing system back when I was the owner of 10K Hits for You Now, if you're old enough to remember that, back in the early 2000s. And it was this similar marketing system that I then brought to Traffic Leads to Income, because I invented it. It's copyrighted. It's my own proprietary brand. And I've brought it then into every single business that I've been a part of. The simple formula of creating a lead capture funnel and front-ending a resource into your income opportunities. I mean, if you're not doing that, you're missing a lot. If you're just out there singularly advertising a particular business, you're missing a lot of additional streams of income and duplication, because you need to train your team. They have to have a plan of everything from the page to the traffic to the follow through and the follow up and everything. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm probably giving you previews to future episodes. Tonight we're just chilling. Okay, we joined. We're not going to worry about the marketing system right now. But we know that there is a page right here where you can go and get promo codes for credits, which are equal to advertising. So like a squirrel, save up all your credits. I would encourage you to come to Wow App and meet us over there. And I am GH Camry there, and I would love to get you into our Traffic Leads to Income Wow group and wow you with what Wow is all about. and give you a level of mentoring and training that you've never seen in your life before. So there's that. And I always tell people, make sure your profile is updated. Make sure you understand what you get at your current level. We tell you what you can get in a future level. And then if, we encourage you then as a free member, this is my upgraded page, but we encourage you, we give you access to our blog to learn more about our upgraded levels. And we encourage you to follow our instructions and head into your step 2 and get your, funnel created and set up and everything like that. And those are just some future attractions, I guess we can say. But like I say, it's not good to advertise if you don't know what you're doing, but it is okay to earn money if you don't know what you're doing. And that's where you click on the cash mail inbox. This is where your advertising ultimately will go. You'll be able to advertise anything and everything. We'll teach you how to do it the proper way in the 7 training steps. But you can see a lot of improper advertising actually when you go through the cash mail inbox. But this is where your advertising will ultimately go. As long as you don't advertise the cash mailer itself, you can advertise anything, honestly. Anything legal and honest and ethical. So let's just click on cash mail inbox. Oh, wait, time out. First of all, let's go to profile. Let's make sure that everybody has opted in to receive the internal mail. So just make sure that you've checked to subscribe to mailings, that box is checked, and then you just hit update, and now you're good. In a few hours, you'll get your first cash mail, okay? You will get an occasional regular email. It may come from me like I did today, talking about the webinar. We do Spotlight. It's random and it's free. We don't charge for it, but I don't even know how it works, but it's to check to make sure we don't have bad email addresses in the system. But every day or every other day, a lucky member gets their ad spotlighted because it goes out via regular email. So I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that's kind of cool. And I can send admin stuff to the regular email, but everything else stays within the cash mail inbox, so we can keep an impeccable rating on our domain, so we can have every important correspondence that we need to send to the members to get through, and no spam issues. This is why we did what we did, because if you remember a couple years ago, maybe it was only a year and a half ago, I don't know, it was bad. Gmail shut down basically every safe list and viral mailer. And most of them haven't recovered. So it's now a very thin group that's left. And they didn't really learn. One thing about viral mailer owners, they don't stick together well, and they just kind of are like sheep sometimes heading off the cliff. And I mean that with love and all due respect. But you got to change. You got to go with the times. And the times to me was the cash mail inbox. And I learned that from another program that was doing it prior that was very successful. And it made total sense. And I'm glad that I did that, because I was able to restore my good domain, and everything's running smoothly and beautiful. And but it's funny, a lot of owners they haven't gotten the memo yet. But I hope they come to our Massive Success webinar, and we can we're willing to help and coach and train everybody out there to give them a leg up in their businesses. Okay, so now click on cash mail inbox. Okay, so looky here. So I'm guilty. I haven't cleared out my box, right? I got 84 emails. Now, if you are a JV or higher member, so remember JV or higher, because that's where you want to go. JV or higher or graduate, those levels get a penny per click. So that's where you want to go. A free member gets a quarter of a penny. So it takes 4 clicks for the free member to get what the graduate, the JV, the TL2L, or the MSF mod member gets. The highest is a penny. So all those levels get the penny. Our free members, it's a quarter penny per click. Our breakthrough members, which is a free upgrade that we give out just by following the instructions on your members homepage, they get a half a penny. But I want to get people to a full penny. And if you connect with me and have a meeting with me and show yourself as somebody who's willing to be a student and interested and open-minded, that would be willing to have a conversation with a crazy guy like me, be surprised what you can get, what I can give you. Because I just love, at the stage of my career, after doing this for 20 plus years and reaching pretty much all of my goals, it's all about helping people now. So I try to be philanthropic and give things away. And that's where I'm at this point. I see the cash mailer and the training system, the Traffic Leads to Income 7 Steps to Success, the Massive Success Plan, as a give back, right? It's like the people that give out the free ebooks or whatever. There's a lot of goodies that I can give out, and I give it out to anybody who comes forward and does stuff with us. They get a lot. They can probably give me an amen on that. I got a lot of my folks that I mentor, my clients, my customers, who I love in this meeting tonight. They can speak up in the chat and affirm all that. Okay, so that's what you earn. And it's cash money, and it goes right to your commission area. So when I click on my commissions, notice it takes a while to load. Every single activity, every single click goes in as a future possible paid commission. So that's a lot to keep track in the database. I know I scrolled through that really fast. So your commission area tells you the threshold, how you can collect, and you know, a lot of different options for people there. So back to the cash mail inbox. No matter what I'm earning, it still operates the same. So let me see if I can find my mail that I sent out today. There we go. Massive Success weekly webinar contains good info. No, I didn't send that one. One of my friends did, so I appreciate that. Where is mine? Oh, maybe I don't see my own. That's possible. Yeah. Okay, let me click on that one. Let's go with Massive Success weekly webinar contains good info. I'm going to click that. So I just click it. That's going to open up a window, a new window. And it's going to show me the actual content. This is my good friend, Lloyd Murray, who's here tonight. And he actually gave, oh, he's clever. He gave his We Got Friends LIB link in bio there, and the Zoom link for his team and for people in the mailer to see. But he has the right to do that. And that's cool. So I'm going to click this link where it says click this link to earn cash. I'm going to click that. And let's see where Lloyd took us. There we go. Okay, so this is the page that he took us to. I think this was a different link, so clever. I like what Lloyd's doing here. Different concepts here. So I don't have to join under Lloyd. I could. I mean, we respect our advertisers, but for this purpose, I let the timer counted 5 seconds. I click the person, which is the little guy here, and I just earn my penny. So all I've got to do now, friends, is close out. Now here's your bit where your banners would go. Banner ad here, text link here. I can close the window, and then I just have to go back to my cash mail inbox. Lloyd's message is now gone, and now I've got another 83 to go. Let me do another one. But you get the idea here. I'm going to click this one. So I like this one because it's simple. Please don't write a long email, because I hate to say this isn't a solo ad. Nobody really cares about the email. They just want to click the link and earn their money, right? So you got to get them with the web page. Your web page needs to be sharper than your writing skills. So I'm going to click here. This is Casey Berg. I'm going to click here to earn my cash. And then let's see what Casey's page looked like. He's got a bunch of banners there and stuff. Okay. And my counter. So when you advertise, make sure you have a clear call to action. Because if it's not clear, what people are going to do is go, oh, okay. And then they're going to click the world, for example, and they're going to earn their cent, and they're going to move on. They're going to close that window. Though you actually could bookmark somebody's page. You could open the site here. So we know that happens sometimes too, but I'm going to close the window, and I'm going to go back to my cash mail inbox. And now if I would go to my commissions, I've just earned 2 cents. Now, we talk about the pros and cons of the cash mailbox. Okay. Let me think about the pros, and then I'll give you the cons. We'll do it that way. So the pros are pretty clear. I think it's free advertising. It doesn't clutter up people's email box. People can earn money by the activity. What else? Exposure. So good things there. So that's really the pros of it. If you're on a low budget, you know, it takes some time. So I guess we'll get to that in the cons, but certainly, you know, it's maybe cost-effective advertising, because you can do it as sweat equity, right? You're low on cash for advertising, so it does give you the option still to advertise and all of that type of stuff until you build up your kitty. So those are the pros of pay to click. The cons, I think, would be you have to look at your time investment. So all the clicking of links, could you be doing something more productive when it comes to what we call income producing activities? But don't get me wrong, pay to click is an income producing activity. And a lot of people have never earned even a penny online. So that's why we like to start our clients, our new people, our people right off the street that have never done internet marketing before. That's why we bring them the Wow app and show them how to earn there, because that'll pay you daily. And then we show them the cash mailbox, because that'll pay you daily. But then we say, okay, enough. Let's give you the real plan. And then we pull the curtain and we show the real plan. So you have a very sticky marketing system here. I don't want to say slick or clever or anything like that, but it's pretty cool. And once you show people pennies, they want to know where the dollars are at. They want to know where the Franklins are at, and they want to know where the thousands are at, and the 10 grands and the 100,000s and the millions, and how you can potentially ever be a 6 or 7 figure earner. And what I tried to do with this system was give you every option to make anywhere from a penny to thousands of dollars. Right, the whole gamut is there, but you have to probe the system. You have to go back to your homepage, read that step 1, follow those directions. I call it the breadcrumbs. Lazy people don't make it in the world. Lazy people don't succeed. If you're too lazy to read, then you're too late, and you're too lazy to take charge of your life and your education. That would be like never even graduating from grade school or high school or ever going to college. It's unheard of in the regular world, but online, tell me what it does. What's it going to do for me? How much am I going to make? Well, did you go through the compensation plan? Did you read the training? Did you go through everything? So we have to have the same mindset that we do in everything that we do. We are responsible and accountable for our actions and our success. So it all comes down to, if you leave tonight and you say, well, he didn't tell me what else to do. Well, I'm telling you, go back to homepage, watch that video on your screen. When you go back to homepage, you click on home, you get out of the cash mailbox. Every level has their own video except the highest level. And we don't need that at the highest level, but every other level, I think, pretty much. And I think I'm going to put a video on the MSF mod level down the road, but just about every level, let's say, especially the beginner levels, have a great video. I know for sure there's a video on the free member account, the graduate, and the JV. Okay, so that's pretty, and the breakthrough. So that's 4 levels that have their own individual videos. Watch the video and read everything from here. Welcome to the TL2I cash mailer, all the way down to the end. So getting back to the cash mail inbox, and we were talking about the cons of it. Again, time. People will say, well, if I don't have money, I have time. So that's sweat equity, and that is true. You certainly can build up either credits or cash when you're clicking, but is there a better way? And that's where we try to then show you some more things. It's always like, get started, training wheels, what else is out there? And you have to progress. You can't just stay stuck in, level 1. You have to always be looking for level 2, level 3, level 4, etc. And I'm trying to think what other cons would be. Well, when we talk about free traffic, it takes a lot of credits, because cash converts to credits. So another con, and I'm trying to be objective here, pros and cons of everything, right? We could do the same thing for paid traffic, but for free traffic, and which is part of the cash mail inbox, we have to talk about it. Probably out of 100 credits, you would get, you'd be lucky to get. I think it would take 1,000 credits probably to get one opt-in, somebody to fill in your lead capture form. So imagine if your page is bad. Imagine if you have a very ineffective site. You're not going to get nothing. You have to have the best, most optimized page to get anything out of the free traffic, right? Maybe 1 or 2, 3 out of 1,000 credits. So think about that, and think about why you then want to go through training that I give to learn how to build an effective funnel. We have all the components, and we have advanced funnels too with our Leads Lead partner. So think about that for a second. Paid traffic gives you 30 to 35 to 40 opt-ins on 100 clicks. So 1,000, maybe 2 or 3 on the free side. And we're talking 30 or 40 out of 100 on the paid side. So, and again, we teach how to optimize. There's a different advertising thought process when you're talking about true solo ads, paid true solo ads, not safe lists, traffic exchanges, viral mailers. I'm talking somebody who owns their own solo ad list, totally different venue. And I happen to have secured that resource and have somebody who supplies and provides me with that level of traffic. That's our paid advertising co-op, which you can learn about in the left-hand column there. It's one of the buttons to click on, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. So that's another, when we talk about pros and cons of the free advertising. But just to finish on a high note, the pro is it gets people's feet wet. It gets them to learn what's good and bad. It gets them to start earning a little bit of money, and it takes them then to the next level and the next step. They're ready for more. So I think it's a great platform if we understand it and handle it correctly. And most safe list owners and viral mailer owners don't understand the actual venue nor the comparison with paid traffic. And I learned long ago, you got to be honest and transparent and tell people the truth all the time. And if I were to sit here and say, invest your life savings into free traffic, no, that wouldn't be the right thing to do. But to have a blend of free and paid traffic, beautiful. The right mix, just like oil and gas in a weed whacker that's a 2-cycle, if I'm remembering my weed whacker technology correctly. You have to have the right mix, just like the oil and gas mix has to be perfect in a 2-cycle engine. For your advertising, you want to have a nice mix of free and paid. You want to be doing social media correctly, right? We teach about that. So much. So that's my presentation on the paid or the free traffic and the cash mail inbox. And I think it was fun. Hopefully you found it enlightening. My only other plug, and I have to do this because it's Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, we do have, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I'm going to go to my downline builder here. I'm going to go over to the old downline builder, and I'm going to give you a special invite to one of our teams, one of our streams of income that's within this system. So I'm going to click on my downline builder, and it takes me right to the income streams. So we have something, you probably heard of a program called Got Backup. Well, Team Massive Success is very active and a very strong team within Got Backup. So, we are supporting that resource. We feel that it's a good product because everybody needs to back up their computers and their phones and their pictures and their important data. So we've partnered with, Joel Therian, who I've known for 15 to 17 years or whatever. And I'm hoping to get him here one Wednesday night so we can talk about Got Backup with him personally and get his life story and such. So I think I can arrange that. But I wanted to get the kinks out of our system first, make sure we got our webinar P's and Q's down pretty good before we start inviting special guests like that. But my point is, very low entry fee. It's like a $9.95 a month. It's got a nice binary left-right matrix that actually does credit you for what's happening on both sides, which is actually good. And they give you, I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of their comp plan, but they call it cycles, and you can just grow your income exponentially. So highly recommended. It's part of our lineup here of things that we recommend. And if you get in before 11:59 p.m. Eastern time and you're part of our team, Team Massive Success, I'll take you right to the JV level in traffic leads to income. Massive Success, you'll get a nice position with one of our really strong training groups over at WOW, and you'll get that personal mentoring that's so important, and tell you how you can use the massive marketing and traffic leads to income system to leverage things like Got Backup, right? That's the whole point. We are what we call a front end resource that has great back end opportunities like Got Backup. Thursday nights, that's our cutoff, 11:59 p.m. for We Got Friends and for Live Good, and you've probably heard of those. So we only partner with major companies, major organizations who we feel have shown good integrity. And our final one is Genesis Lifestyle Network. We're we'll get into that someday. I'll probably bring Jared over to be a guest, and he'll tell you how you can earn $2,000 commissions with his operation. And now we're talking about you can quit your job type money, but it's all done through TL2I. It's all done through our marketing system, not the mailer, so to speak. That's kind of window dressing on the outside. Always remember, the meat and potatoes starts on your members homepage, step 1, and it's the 7 steps of success. We even help you customize your funnels. You can do some different things with your with what we call your bridge or thank you page. We use great autoresponders. You can actually use any autoresponder, but we recommend LeadSleep. And so we have it all connected. We have the great emails going out. We have the strong funnel, the signups pumping. We teach you about the follow-up, and we have the free and paid traffic. So I leave you with the following question: what's left? What's left, and who's doing all that and mentoring at the same time and opening up, we have appointments, and we work with people, one-on-one. And that JV level gives you the ability to hide programs that you don't want to partner with. You just don't want to deal with it. And you can add your own stuff. So that's why it's important to get the JV. But yeah, care about your data. Make sure if you don't have a data backup plan, I think that always go with product before comp plan. And that's everything that I recommend. I can ballyhoo and tell you the value of the product it pays for these programs, right? The value pays for the program, just being a consumer, a product of the product. And the comp plans are great, but they're secondary. If you have phony products in any kind of comp plan, it doesn't fly. It'll shut down. So another little warning there. So I know I went way beyond what I was planning to do tonight, but I'm hoping to place some people tomorrow morning into our team Massive Success Gut Backup Matrix. I know we have one already in the coffer, ready for a great placement. We do provide spillover because I'm always working it, and I am teaching and training people to do the same. So you would think we're going to have pretty massive growth in anything that we're partnering with, but don't mistake me for a shiny object guy, because I'm not. And you may not see another new entry for quite a long time, because we just don't jump on every little thing. And I don't need to just make money at your expense. I want to make money, but I want to make it the right way, and I want you almost as much as me, maybe even more, to succeed and even outshine me at the end of the day. That's my goal in this phase of my career. So I'd like to thank everybody who joined me live. Stay tuned for the Q&A. Don't go anywhere. For those that are listening to the recording, I thank you very much for your time and attention to your massive success, and we'll see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with a brand new topic. So thank you very much, and have a great rest of your night.